When we feel lethargic in spirituality, the reason we feel lethargic is that we haven't found something enjoyable yet. When a person finds something fun, the lethargy disappears. But without fun, they become listless. Being around people can bring joy, however. It's essential to see if we can communicate with them. With the right communicative person, you can overcome lethargy. When we're young, we can communicate with others in various ways. But as we age, relationships get sorted out, leading to a lack of communication. Whether or not meaningful communication is possible with someone determines whether the relationship continues. To put it another way, it's not that there's a disease making us lethargic. Our soul's energy mass is insufficient. Our physical bodies get replenished with food daily, but our souls, residing within our bodies, grow by consuming knowledge and the energy of others' words. If we cannot exchange knowledge or the energy from words, our soul becomes heavy and lethargic. In essence, it's not our physical body that becomes lethargic, but our soul. If our soul becomes lethargic, our physical body follows. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and increasing lethargy. While we might think we live for our physical selves, we coexist with our souls. Hence, both the physical and spiritual entities have their responsibilities. When we converse, the words penetrate through our physical being into our soul. They become nourishment for the soul, turning into energy. This energy can be given back to another person. This exchange of energy is referred to as heaven energy. A lack of communication can lead to lethargy, and, if worsened, can set the stage for physical illness. For example, many people suffer from depression these days, which often follows lethargy. When depression deepens, one feels burdened and, in extreme cases, may harbor suicidal thoughts. Such states arise when the soul lacks sufficient energy mass. The real reason we live is to grow our soul's energy mass and clarify our spirits through knowledge and communication. In other words, we live our lives not for our physical selves, but for our souls. Ultimately, living this way makes our souls as light as clouds, free from attachment. In another sense, we live to dissolve our karmic burdens. The true self is our eternal soul, while our body is merely a vessel. Our soul grows by consuming knowledge and the words of others, while our body sustains itself with food. Lack of knowledge can be synonymous with a soul that has a low energy mass. The more knowledge one acquires, the more the soul grows and flourishes. The God we believe in or talk about exists not to grant us material wealth, but to nourish our soul's energy mass. When our parents wish for us to grow into outstanding individuals, they mean for our souls to grow and make meaningful impacts in society. Now is the time to understand the roles of both the physical and spiritual entities. In summary, if you feel lethargic, acknowledge the deficiency in your soul's energy mass. Start immersing yourself in knowledge related to your interests and begin communicating with those around you. Doing so will fill the void in your soul's energy, and as you acquire deeper and broader knowledge, your soul will grow, improving your communication and bringing joy to your life. The passage you provided discusses a spiritual perspective on lethargy, suggesting that it's not a physical but a spiritual issue. Here's a breakdown and analysis. Lethargy linked to lack of enjoyment and communication. The text suggests that lethargy arises when we haven't found something enjoyable or fulfilling in our lives. It emphasizes the importance of communication and meaningful relationships. When we're young, we have various ways to communicate, but as we age, our relationships become more selective, which can reduce opportunities for fulfilling interactions. Soul's energy mass and nourishment. According to this perspective, our souls, distinct from our physical bodies, require their own form of nourishment. While our bodies need food, our souls grow through acquiring knowledge and the energy derived from others' words. Without these, our soul becomes heavy and lethargic, which can affect our physical well-being. Concept of heaven energy. The text introduces the idea of heaven energy, which is the energy exchanged between people through communication. This exchange is seen as vital for preventing lethargy and maintaining spiritual and physical health. Depression and soul's energy. The passage links depression and other mental health issues to a deficiency in the soul's energy mass. It suggests that when the soul is undernourished, it can lead to severe psychological states, including depression and suicidal thoughts. Purpose of life and soul's growth. The text argues that the real purpose of life is to grow our soul's energy mass and clarify our spirits through knowledge and communication. It distinguishes between our physical selves and our eternal souls, emphasizing the importance of spiritual growth and knowledge acquisition. Role of God in parental wishes. The role of God, according to the passage, is to nourish our soul's energy mass rather than provide material wealth. Similarly, when parents wish for their children to grow into outstanding individuals, it's interpreted as a desire for the growth and development of the soul. Advice for overcoming lethargy. The passage advises that if one feels lethargic, they should focus on filling their soul's energy mass by immersing themselves in knowledge and engaging in meaningful communication. This process is seen as essential for personal growth and happiness. In essence, the passage presents a spiritual viewpoint on lethargy, emphasizing the importance of nourishing the soul through knowledge and communication to maintain both spiritual and physical well-being.